Why did you reject Igbo only Biafra? I said to them, as Oriental Boras sang in their song Kabaka in those days, I am only identifying with my flesh and my own blood, the same DNA, the same heritage, the same value system. In a referendum, they will have the chance to reject me. Then if they do, I will respect it. That is their own prerogative. And forever and ever, we will make it as a law that is binding on every generation, that these are no longer your people. That's what we're trying to do. We are not forcing anybody to do anything. I am doing what the ancients did. If you see your flesh and blood, you recognize them. That's all we are doing. That is all we are doing. I will get to the case of Ogoni and the rest of them later on. But I want our people to understand this. The reason why they are goading you or forcing you to adopt a different identity is because it will be easier for them to control you once we are divided. I have preached this gospel before and I'll preach it again. The only reason why they killed Ken Saro-Wiwa was because the Igbos did not rise up to defend him. That's all. The reason why they did not kill me whilst I was in detention was because of the Avengers. Not Igbo people. Of course, IPOB was formidable. I mean, blocking Head Bridge for 4 days. Who could have done that? And people ask me, why do I keep saying I will sacrifice anything for Biafra? Because they sacrificed everything for me. Head Bridge was blocked for 4 days. Avengers came out, mainly a Jaw youth, came out to say we'll blow up every Nigeria will not export any oil. Their number one demand was releasing Nnamdi Kanu from detention. How can I not preach about the unity of these people? Why won't I preach it? I hope that Wike can learn. Wike, I'm going to read Willing Commission report for you. More than 98% of people who inhabit this area is called the Igbo Plateau of the Eastern region. Do you know what it's called? It's called a plateau. You know what the plateau is? Like Plateau State. It's a tableland, it's a flat land. If you cross Ngwa, once you enter Ngwa, basically, if you don't know, Udi Hills ends. Why? Udi, some of you that did geography, Udi Hills, the range of hills where you have hills and you have valley. Like if you go to Olokoro, if you go, there are hills, there are valleys, and other. It ends in Omwai. From Ngwa, it is now flat land all the way to the ocean. That was why the white man called it the Igbo Plateau. It is in the Willings report of 1958. Channels, are you listening? Wike, are you listening? I'm reading the report for you. They are all Igbo and they speak one language, though of course with certain differences of dialect. There are nearly 5 million of them and they are too many for the soil to support. They are vigorous and intelligent and have pushed outward in every direction, seeking a livelihood by trade or in service in the surrounding areas of the Eastern region, in the Western region, in the North and outside Nigeria. They are no more popular with their neighbors than is usual in the case of an energetic and expanding people whose neighbors have a more leisurely outlook on life. This is simple English written by a white man. Wike, are you listening? General Stevie, are you listening? A white man said in 1958, these people that inhabit the plateau of rivers, I call Igbo, that is the proper name. You people, you are Igbo. You are intelligent. I'm not talking about Igbo people. You are very smart. You diverse. You travel out wide. You're energetic. You're hardworking. But the places you are going to, the people hate you. In the north, in the west, everywhere you go to, they hate you because those people are lazy. That's what the white man said. I didn't say it. It's here now in their paper. Hi. My goodness me. They hate us because we are hardworking. That is why they brought Ahmed Gulak to Owerri and killed him, that they may demonize and kill as many of us as possible. Because we are energetic. We are blessed by God. Everybody is in this together. Everybody in the former Eastern region. This is what a white man wrote about you in 1958. Do you know what the white man said again? As I've been teaching you for a very long time, let me tell you what the white man said. Though there has been no great kingdoms or indigenous culture in the Eastern region, no great kingdom. The only reason why Britain hated us was because they could not have any one man to go to say, oh, tell them what to do. Because we had no kings. But the coastal chiefs means the Ijaw people, the coastal chiefs, those who live by the very close to the Atlantic Ocean, they grew on their trade with European merchant ships, simply slavery. That's all they were doing. So some of you that claim you're from Ijaw, you're not Biafra, you are saboteurs. It's in your nature. You've been selling your brothers to the white man from time. You know me, I speak the truth. And I damn the consequences. When you see somebody from Ijaw land as a traitor, it didn't start today. They started selling us to the white man. Betrayal is in their blood. Look at Edwin Clark. Look at J.T. Spieth. But I'm not going to generalize. The man that gave us the name Biafra that most Ijaw people said they don't want to identify with is an Ijaw man. That is the most, that is the irony of the whole thing. I thank God for Franco Pigo. I thank God for people I cannot mention their names here because I don't want the police looking for them. From Ijaw land. I thank Tompolo. I thank all of them. They know who they are. That have this thing at heart. I'm not saying that Igbo politicians have helped any matters or no, they made it worse. And sometimes I don't blame our brothers from the coastal region. In the year 1999, I've said this story, I've told you this story about 1 billion times over, but I'll say it again tonight. When you were still running around or carrying bag for politicians, I left England to try to come to Biafra land to unite this great family. Then there was no IPOB. There was no agitation by anybody. This was before MASOP started. Before anybody mentioned Biafra to anybody. I was at a place called Obunabali in Iguacha, talking to the local chief, the traditional ruler there. And he said to me, my son, where are your fathers? This particular message you're bringing to me, your father should be bringing it here. A message of hope and reconciliation of our people. Because I sat him down and I lectured him about history and who we are, that we are one people. That was the day that I went to the office of Don Mite of Mosop. Ask him, he will tell you. The year was 1999. We've come a long way, haven't we? It's called consistency. I never change. Ask Mite, the leader of Mosop, what I told him in his office. I met him in his office in Niger Street in Iguacha. I'll never forget. That day, I was coming from the home. I don't know if it's late now because it's a very long time. I was coming from the home of the traditional ruler of Obunabali. You know, Hotel Chester is opposite. Ah, dear, let Lord have mercy upon us. They don't know who we are. We have gone very far. Very, very far. I said Mosop. That was where I was recopied the name from. Mosop, Movement for the Survival of Ogoni people. That was the #1 freedom fighting movement that was instituted anywhere in the East. They are #1. Mosop was #1. Ogoni freedom fighters, they were #1. But was Rike merely copied the name because he was too lazy to do anything. So he just copied the name. Are you listening to me? The rivers provinces include Brass and Degema. Brass and Degema were overwhelmingly Ijaw. I told about one Brass a while ago where J.T. Spieth came from, where he was sacked a few days ago. They were speaking Igbo dialect. And then there was the Ogoni division. It is all here. In that very place, that time, Out of a population in Rivers province of 747,000 people in the so-called River State, 305,000 were Igbo people. 240,000 were Ijaw people. 156 were Ogoni people. The only three people mentioned, distinct groups mentioned in River State were Igbo, the owners of rivers, Igbo, Ijaw, and Ogoni. Every other subgroup, you must find yourself under either you are Ogoni, you are Ijaw, or you are Igbo. And the highest population of Igbo people in River State, the highest population of people in ethnic group in River State, Igbo people, in 1958. Dear me, dear me, dear me, dear me. My goodness. I don't need time to continue or to stop, because sometimes I don't know if our people are actually absorbing what we are telling them. I don't know. Let me tell you what happened. According to the white man said, in the whole of the non-Igbo areas, the Ijaw and the Ogoni areas, there were some fear that they are being overrun by the Igbo. The Igbo includes Ikwere people, mind you, in their own land. There was fear of being overrun commercially and politically by the Igbos. If Ahoda and Port Harcourt, which is Igbocha, which are really Igbo, a white man. Are you listening to me? I've forgotten all the. I've forgotten. I have other things to preach, but I want to educate this fool and Channels TV. Yoruba journalists, I want to educate you, because some of you are very daft. You know nothing. I'm reading what a white man investigated and reported upon in 1958. What did this white man say? The white man said, in non-Igbo areas, which is Ijaw and Ogoni, they are afraid that Igbo man will overrun them commercially and politically. This Igbo man includes Ikwere man, which is Wike's lineage, Wike's people. They said, if Ahoda and Port Harcourt, which are really Igbo, a white man said, Igbocha is Igbo. The people that colonized you, said, Igbocha is Igbo. It is here. Willing commission that you cried to. You are the people that petitioned him and said, we are minority, we are dying, come and save us. The white man came and said and told you that Ahoda and the Igbocha Port Harcourt are Igbo. It was considered the solid center of Igbo population. The fear and grievances of minorities. Why this commission was set up. After today, I will not read this very subject again. Please make sure, our media team, make sure you cut out this very thing. Anybody who talks nonsense about Nigeria, South, please cut this very clip and give it to that very individual, so they can receive some sense. I am asking them, I am giving them references. I'm not asking them to just sit in one place and accept what I'm saying. No, I'm asking them to go and do research on what I have said. The allegation was put forward by the council to the petitioners that the judiciary was predominantly Igbo, with the implication that this caused fear among those who are not Igbos. But it was clearly stated in the evidence by Dr. Udoma, the leader of UNIP, that no occasion could be adduced of the judiciary acting with partiality. So the white people concluded that the fears of the so-called minorities were unfounded, because this man, Dr. Udoma, came and said to them, show us an instance of impartiality by the judges. And they couldn't show anything. They couldn't. That tells you all you need to know. Do some of you know the reason why most people from core areas, which is Cross River, Rivers, and the Goja region in those days, were mainly, police officers? It was as a result of this willing commission. He was the one that recommended that, okay, if you're afraid that you're going to be overrun, okay, give them priority in the police service. That's why most of them were in the police. That is a fact, it's a historical fact, it is here. Anyway, Wike is done. I don't want to educate that fool anymore. Maybe tomorrow channels will interview him again. He'll start talking his usual rubbish as the fool that he is. That is why somebody will go to Ahaba and ban Biafran flag. The same person banning Biafran flag were part of the people that came to the same Ahaba and massacred people in broad daylight. You know, when I look at the irony of the whole thing, it baffles me. When I see people from Ogoni say they want to be part of one Nigeria, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. Honestly, I'm horrified. You mean the same one Nigeria that killed Ken Saro-Wiwa? That is why I say that sometimes people are very, very sick in the brain, honestly speaking. The same people today claiming the police, we are banning Biafran flags in Delta State. They know what they are doing. They have been forcing us all this while, trying to frustrate us so that IPOB can say, okay, give us only 5 eastern, southeastern states, let's go. That's what they want. And any day we say they'll give it to us. That is what they want. But we are saying no. Because that wasn't what Elohim told us. God said, these are my children. From Igodomigodo all the way to Bakassi, they are my children. They must be under one house. Different ethnicities, but under one umbrella. Later on, they can go their separate ways. I don't care. But insofar as this fight is concerned, so that when Fulani will be slaughtering you in time to come, we'll simply tell you, we told you so. As I'm telling all of you, I told you so. When I told our people in America, why do you think that they now love us so much in World Igbo Congress? Because I told them in no uncertain terms that these people, they are coming. Yes, they are coming. They said, oh, how do you know? I said, I know, but they are coming. Have they not come today? Are people not running from Omahia, from Obakala, from everywhere they go yesterday night, saying they have come? I told you they will come. I told you. In the year 2015, I told you they are going. It doesn't matter what you do, they are coming to take your land from you. The same people that stood us up and shot us to pieces in Asaba is telling us, you don't have any identity. You are what we call you. You are now Delta. But in the north, they call themselves Arewa. In the core north, I don't mean middle belt. The Arewa. No one has actually said to them, okay, from today, your name is Sahel. Since you're from the Sahel region, your name is Sahel. You're all Sahelians. But they can come to my land and say, you are a Deltan. You're a Riverian. You're a cross Riverian. God have mercy. But you cannot ask them now to drop the name Arewa and they will listen to you. They'll tell you no, they won't drop it. Let us call them the Sahelians. He says that from the Sahel. The death is not in Ebonyi State, is in Ebonyi. People that were wrongly carved into Benue State. That is where the problem is coming from, please. And we're going to do, ESN is going there, we're going to deal with it. In the next few days, you start hearing stories. We're going to deal with it. A little boy wrote to me, and I've read what he said to me, and we're going to respond. In the next few days, men will be on the ground to defend those places. Don't worry about that. We know what we're doing. And I don't want to talk about Wike again. It's irrelevant. Yeah, let him go and change his pampers and go and meet Tambuwa. It's Tambuwa that will deal with him. Anything he can say whatever rubbish he likes on Channels TV. My only happiness is that when he goes inside the bedroom, Tambuwa will deal with him. That's my only happiness. That's my only happiness. The killing of Igbo people in Benue State must stop. Governor Otom, a man that I like very much and I respect immensely, the killing in Benue State of Igbo people must stop. And the killing of fact of everybody in Benue State must stop, not just Igbo people. Everybody, the killing must stop. And if help is needed, that help will be provided. Yes, we can. After every chon, after talking all your rubbish, my happiness is that in the night you'll be crying because Tambuwa will be on your back and be dealing with you. Be dealing with you. Idiot to the guy. Fool. The killing of people in Benue must stop. And when people are asking ESN to intervene, When people are asking ESN to do, you must understand that we are fighting many battles at the same time. Exactly what happened during the war. We are fighting Miyetti, the frontline Fulani terrorist group we have. Before, imagine what we have to negotiate before we come into your village in Benue. We have to fight Miyetti. We have to fight the Nigeria police. We have to fight the Nigeria army. We have to fight, I hope going forward, we won't say we have to fight the governors. So let me leave them out for now. We have to fight all the saboteurs, the finger pointers. We have to fight the intellectuals. And we need to overcome Yoruba Gota media. These are the battles we face every blessed day. Tell me a group of people that will face such formidable adversaries and they will survive. But we are here. We are here. So these are the issues that we have to confront, but we are going to Benue and we're going to help them. ESN will be in Benue State and we are going to help Benue people. And we are not coming to take over your land. We are coming to help you. There is nothing. I am a child of heaven. I am Hebraic in my disposition. What it means is that I cannot take any land that doesn't belong to me. Do you understand? That is why in our culture, when you commit an offense where somebody, as a child, you are trained that some capital crimes is a crime against the land, not crime against humanity. You understand? That is why when you want to offer prayers, you take off your shoes and you stand on the land. You pour kai libation, hot drink on the ground itself. That is why if you commit a capital crime, the land which you stand upon, because on that land you're going to build a house, on that land you're going to cultivate, on that land you're going to be buried. This is how the ancients structured our society. So even if nobody is watching you when you want to commit a crime, the land you're standing on is watching you. I can't wait for Biafra to come so we can go back to the way of our ancestors. The old ways, the ways of the ancient. That is why in our land, we abhor things like selling of children. It's an abomination before God and before man. And anywhere you know people from today who are selling children, please let us know. Anywhere you know people, any doctor, any midwife, any hospital, any maternity home involved in the selling of children, please, you notify us so we can go and deal with them. So also is kidnapping. God is against it. Our land is against it. We don't want it. That is why I want to commend the Nnewi Vigilante group for busting a racket. There's a racket going on somewhere around Upo. People selling small children. And do you know one thing? Surprise, surprise, the police are involved in the selling of children in our land. People don't understand the level of atrocities going on in our land every blessed day and the work we are doing to try to stop them. I commend the Nnewi Vigilante group for doing a very stellar work. And I have also instructed ESN. We have no business with legitimate vigilante groups like the ones we have in Nnewi and in Onitsha. It's only when they try to interfere with our work that they will get into trouble. So we must commend them. And that we now have the name of the maternity. We have the police officers who are involved. And very soon we're going to pay them a visit. Maybe you read about it in the page of newspapers as well. And another thing that is very worrying is this. There is news making the rounds that we have caught those that killed Ahmed Gulag and we shot them. That's what they said, without going to trial. Now, people have been approaching us begging for peace, for truce, and all the rest of it. Let's try and give peace a chance, which is normal. After the very successful lockdown yesterday, let's give peace a chance. I want the Nigeria police, where I'm warning them in Imo State Police Command. I want you to identify all the officers that killed people and tag them the murderers of Ahmed Gulag. You must give us the evidence that you have. Because all this, your plan is not going to work. Katrina Lang, Tinubu, Monguno, El Rufai, all these stupid, idiotic village plan you people made to come and kill a man who is of no consequence to us. A man, we didn't even know who this man was before Sunday. Who is he? A wretched church rat. Who is he to us that we would want to kill him? And I want to warn Yoruba media tonight. From 1967, you people have been part and parcel of the problem of Nigeria. After Nigerian politicians, the next group are Yoruba media, Yoruba journalists. You don't want to leave evil alone for evil to leave you. You people have come back to the same rubbish you were doing before. There is no repentance in you because of money. There is no repentance in you people. No repentance whatsoever. You've been writing your junk, how Ahmed Gulag was killed. And because of that, an innocent man has been murdered in Mina, somewhere. There is something in this life called common sense. And when I insult black people for being stupid or being the closest relatives to a chimpanzee, this is exactly the same. This is the reason why I say the things that I say against black people and the way we reason. Black people are very, very foolish. I don't care if children are listening. We black people are very foolish. Now, let me ask Yoruba journalists one simple question. I don't want to, because Fulani is uneducatable. You can't educate them, they're foolish. I want to ask Yoruba people, these sophisticated morons that claim they went to school, a very simple question. A man of national importance came to Imo State at the instance of the state governor, or say the Senate sent him to Imo State, in a place where there is supposedly insecurity. Is that correct? I want Yoruba journalists to listen to me very carefully tonight, because you people are evil. I don't know if you derive, you people are sadists. I don't know if you derive any joy by twisting the truth. I don't know what you people gain by lying. I don't know. I want to ask you a simple question. If the Senate, as they claim, sent this man to go and conduct constitutional review, of course, we know we went there to ask Hope Uzodinma for money. He went to Imo State so that Hope can settle him. He was the one that made Hope governor. We know that very well. But let's leave that one. Let us take the official government line of Nigeria. That Gulag was in Imo State to do Senate work, open consultation. Man, he's an APC man, but Senate is now claiming he went to work for them. Let us accept. Where was his security on his way to the airport? According to the police, this is why I keep saying that black people do not reason. According to the police said he never told anybody where he was going to. He never asked for any escort, which means that the man knew that his life was in danger from you people, from the army and from the police, or from those that control you people. Does that make any sense at all? Let me finish what I'm saying before I go to this killing of people, 8 people in Omai. I'll talk about it. If you don't want to organize yourselves and fight back, keep on. If you see the army, keep going to them. These are terrorists in uniform, both army and police. I have warned you. You don't want to listen. Go to them now. Your intellectual brother in Lagos or in Abuja, is our security services. And I asked them, where are the Boko Haram that was recruited into the police and into the army? Where are they? I don't know. There was no more killing people. Don't organize yourselves and fight back. Just be there, and everything you want us to do for you, everything we have to do for you. No, we are not. Every able-bodied young man and woman, avoid army, avoid police. If you see them, you attack them. I'm saying it in the open. They are killing people in Omaha right now. 8 people already shot dead. 8 people killed in Omaha now. And you're telling me rubbish about Chilekapu and the one Nigeria. God punish all of you. Idiots everywhere. As I was saying to Yoruba, sophisticated morons, idiots that write for their columnists and all these correspondence that they have. If Gulag was on a national assignment for the Senate, why did this man not tell the army or the police to escort him to the airport? Simple question. Because he knew after meeting Hope Uzodinma that his life was in danger, because Hope, being a 419 man, had no intention to give him the money that he had promised him. Very simple. Ali Monguno used it as a perfect excuse to kill him. Yoruba newspapers, why have you failed to publish the video of Ahmed Gulag where he was accusing Monguno of corruption and he was praying in Arabic, saying that he is not afraid of any man, that they can do anything they like to him? Did you read it? So Yoruba journalists, you people are part and parcel of the plan to eliminate and wipe away the Igbo race from the face of the earth. All of you are part of this very plan. That was the reason why, without any investigation, you rushed to conclude that it was IPOB ESN that killed him. How many people have we killed before? You people are part and parcel of this very plan, Yoruba journalists, to kill Igbo people. And you wonder why Yorubas are in Benin Republic in refugee camps. Where I come from, it is called Akansi Haibahon, the hand with which you have fed poison to other people, you will inadvertently put in your mouth, and you will become poisoned. As you're busy writing junk about IPOB and ESN, Fulani al-Shabaab from Somalia are in your land, taking over your territory. By the time you wake up from your stupidity, to be too late. I will ask you again, why would any day there is some form of independent inquiry into the death of Ahmed Gulag, the first question will be, why did he not seek police escort to the airport? Therein lies the answer. And I also want to teach Nigerians, these black animals and called Nigerians, a very simple lesson. Please, a very simple lesson. You know, when there is murder, all of you that may watch murder series, CSI or New York or whatever it's called, all those US movies, you will see it there. If you go to a police station anywhere in the Western world, those of you listening to us from the US or from the UK, if you go to anywhere at all now, go to a police station and ask the policeman, when there is murder, who is the first suspect? If it's a man, the first suspect will be the wife. Because very rarely do people you don't know commit crime randomly. No. His was a targeted assassination. Therefore, it is those who are close to him that will know what happened to him. Any detective in the world, the first place they will start is from his phone book. Who did he have dinner with? The last people that he saw, that is where their investigation will start. In this case, it's Hope Uzodinma and those in APC. And those he was. In fact, after that, the police will ask you, does he have enemies? I'm just teaching you people what the IG of police doesn't even know. The IG don't know this. Ask any policeman in the world, when you're investigating a homicide, the first suspects are people who are close to the man, starting from the wife. the children, the friends, and the political associates. Isn't it how it is done everywhere in the world? Do you know why somebody close to him killed him? Because he was fearful of his own life. That was why he sneaked out of the hotel. He did not want to let the police or the army to know. If the police and the army do not know his whereabouts, how can IPOB know? Simple question. After all these overwhelming evidence, a Yoruba journalist, what type of God made these people, will sit down and be writing nonsense. That suspects are IPOB and ESN. And I want to ask this, all these years of writing junk and supporting evil, where has it gotten the Yoruba race? Are you people benefiting? Are you having fun in Nigeria? All these years of writing nonsense after nonsense, trying to incite genocide against Igbo people, what have you benefited? Yoruba journalist, I'm asking you. Tomorrow morning night, you write. ESN is a suspect, IPOB. But the man did not even tell them. I mean, he avoided them because he knew his life was in danger at the hands of the army and the police. Don't you get it? And how come those with him in the vehicle were not killed? How come it's only him? Where is the driver of the vehicle he was riding in? Have you interrogated him? The police went to somewhere around Mbisa and killed people, and they're claiming that what's it called? We found them. Found them where? With what evidence do you have? And some people are writing rubbish on social media, and you're telling me that the Nigerian army, they deserve to live, that the Nigerian police, they deserve to live. Today in Omaha, 8 people killed, that they deserve to live. God punish all of you evil people. As I said from the beginning, they will kill us, we will kill them. In the end, we are going to win. That's the way it is. Do you know that after our successful lockdown yesterday, Southeast governors are now meeting? People talk about the history of insecurity in the Southeast without starting it from the beginning. They always start it from the middle. Let me ask the governors who are meeting, who brought insecurity into the Southeast and South-South? Simple question. When you hear them, we want peace, I'm asking the Southeast, I was praising them a while ago, but now I'm about to teach them a lesson. I'm asking them, who brought insecurity into the Southeast? Now, let us follow this sequentially. By the time of Operation Python Dance 1, did IPOB kill anybody? What justification did you have to invite the army to come and do Python Dance in our land, killing people? Every year. It's a massive call. Every year they come in as they're doing right now. If you don't know why, I'm told now they've killed 8 young people this night. You know why? Southeast governors, I want to ask you again. When I had meetings with you, August of 2017, did I bring a gun to Enugu government house? When I was doing my rallies, did I kill anybody? For idiots asking me, where are you? When I was there doing my rallies, where were you? I was doing rallies. I will want to go to a state. Umahi threatened me, if you come to my state, I will kill you there. We had to break their cordon to go and do my rally, and I left. The video is there. Umahi, who brought insecurity. I want to ask Ibaz, when you were looking at the looted goods from my sitting room in government house with the then IG of police, did I kill anybody? In what way did I offend you? We went to a meeting. I went to a meeting with the governors, and I told them what I wanted. I gave them my terms and my conditions to call off Anambra elections. That's all. They failed to meet it. In fact, basically they said, go home. We'll call you back next time. Next time, they came to kill me. Who brought insecurity into our land? I'm asking them. 2015, the killing of innocent protesters. 2016, Mbo massacre. 2017, the invasion of my house, Operation Python Dance 2 or 3 or 4, I don't know. I lost 28 men. My mom, my dad are both dead as a result of Southeast governors, what they did. I'm asking them. So when you want to sit down to talk about insecurity, please start from the beginning. The same people meeting today to try and discuss insecurity were the ones who caused it. They caused it, not us. And we must all now live with the consequences. Those who want to destroy this country have shock coming their way, says President. Now, this is what the presidency, which is the Fulani cabal, what they have put together. Can I also remind the governors and all these idiots in Nigeria writing rubbish every day? You can't keep people's children and you expect their brothers not to react. It's stupid. It is called vengeance. That be vengeance, of course. So you're wearing army uniform, you're killing people, and you think every army officer will be safe. As long as you're going about killing innocent people, you are putting every army person or uniform at risk. The same goes for the police. All those years, you people were not going about slaughtering people. Was there any reaction? You people are the cause. You people, you come out, NSAS protest, you are there killing people. And you think that their brothers or their cousins will not avenge their death. You're joking. You are dreaming. You can write all your fanciful epistle about one Nigeria, insecurity, all that rubbish. From now till thy kingdom come, it will not make any difference to us. No difference whatsoever. If you kill somebody, you're going to die. Be rest assured. God punish all of you. Mad people everywhere. They said their president have written. But of course, we know it is Garba Shehu and El Rufai and Femi Adesina who are writing. You stupid animals called Nigerians. A speech of this magnitude should have been made by the president in person if he's alive. But some of you cannot reason. You want 2023 is the turn of my village and all that rubbish. So Yoruba media, you're demonizing Biafrans over the death of Gulag so that Tinubu can be president. And when they deny him presidency now, like Abiola, you ask Nigerians, come, let's go and demonstrate. Parochialism, that's what it's called. Let me ask, I have some questions to ask. They said that President Muhammadu Buhari on Tuesday issued a stern warning to those who are bent on destroying the country through promoting insurrection and burning down critical national assets. A rude shock awaits them. What shock awaits me at Yala? Fulani, I'm asking you, from the Caliphate chairman, Sultan of Sokoto, to the last idiot, Alabajide Janjaweed on the street. I want to ask you a simple question. Let me ask, I want to say this thing. I want to ask Nigerians a question, please. You know, God, black people, in my next life, I can't be a black person. No. I have never seen a more stupid set of people. It may be the way Europeans are treating us, our colonial masters are treating us, is what we deserve. I'm telling you the truth. Maybe we deserve it. You people, you claim you are Nigerians, you went to school. Have you ever wondered why this government, they have never ever criticized ISIS? Every day is Boko Haram this, Boko Haram that, every day. Have you ever wondered why they have never? I want you to show me one single publication after the atrocities of these Fulani vagabonds and terrorists, where the government of Nigeria condemned ISIS in West Africa province. Show me one publication. It has never occurred to you people in your infinite stupidity. It has never occurred to you. You have never asked yourself, why is it that these people burning down, destroying Plateau State, Benue State, they are now in Niger State, why can't the government condemn them? Why not? Answer that question. But they are busy talking about agitation. You want to divide. And I want to do something I asked the governors now. I want to ask the Fulani presidency of Nigeria. My dear Fulani Janjaweed, who brought insecurity into Nigeria? A simple question. Which people own the fourth most deadliest terror group in the world? Is it not your so-called headsman Miet Yala? Fulani, who started the bombing of churches in Nigeria? Is it not you people? You are now turning around with the help of the chameleonic Yoruba media to twist the narrative. The same thing I asked the Southeastern governors. Southeastern governors who brought Operation Python Dance. Before you brought it, did you hear of any violent agitation anywhere? Why people fail to ask these questions, I don't understand. You are in a country you claim is the most populous, the biggest. I'm asking you, why is it that the government do not want to condemn the terrorist activities of ISIS in West Africa? Some of you were there writing. Our general, chief of defense, what's his name again? Atahiru, that idiot. Atahiru, Ibrahim Atahiru. He did very well. He eliminated the Shekau with the help of ISIS. Oh, Nigeria army is now working with ISIS. Now the next question is, what does ISIS stand to gain from Nigerian army? All of you Yoruba journalists, you're there writing junk every blessed day. You cannot reason. You can't reason. Oh, anyway, you're black. How can I expect you to reason in this UG? The same question I asked the governors who are meeting today. Umahi, Ugwani, Obiano, Ipazu, and that time it was Rocha, so Aboga. Who brought insecurity into the East? Who brought the army to start killing innocent young people? Simple question. The same question goes to Yoruba journalists tonight, those evil people, and Fulani Caliphate. Fulani, let me ask you, who brought insecurity into Nigeria? Fulani, who were the first people to bear arms openly in Nigeria as civilians? Is it not you people claiming you're Fulani cattle headsmen with AK-47? Please, somebody should go and get me that video I shot at Amansia very, very many years ago. I think it was 2014 or so. Go and get it and show them. You people were the first to carry AK-47. So Fulani can carry AK-47, but not Eastern Security Network. Protecting the people. I want we black people to engage our brain for once. I know we are idiotic, I know we are animalistic in our disposition, but I want us to reason for once in our lives. Reason, stupid black people, reason for once. Who brought insecurity to Nigeria? The same people that brought insecurity into Nigeria are today lecturing us about insecurity. As a rock, what has been happening in North over these years? Is there anybody left in Zamfara, in Yobe, in Borno? You abandoned all these hot spots of Fulani terrorism. You are interested in the East. You see the stern warning. Let me tell you something. Fulani, you underestimate us. You don't know that we went to school. I didn't go to school in the zoo, you know. I went to UNN, I went to Soka. They were talking rubbish every blessed day, and I left the useless place. I went to London to study. You don't know we're educated. You have no bloody idea. Now, let me tell you something, Asorok. That thing you're looking for, you're going to get it. We are going to have another war. Another Nigeria Biafra war is going to happen. In fact, it started already anyway. But let me tell you something that you don't understand. This war will escalate to the point whereby the world will want to see you. They want you to address the world as to what is happening. That day, that mask you're wearing, I'm talking to Yusuf Abubakar Mohammed from the Nigeria Republic wearing Buhari mask. That mask you're wearing will melt on your face during the meeting. Because now the world will summon you to, you'll be summoned to attend. That your mask will melt on your face. Then the zoo will be in trouble. You don't know there's a method of madness. I told you. Some of you right now cannot go back to your villages. It's been taken over by bandits. You did not see the video of the young man lamenting in Zamfara. You have not done anything. A government that is working with ISIS, Islamic State, is lecturing us about insecurity in the East. You people should come. Come now. You have killed 8, no more here today. Maybe tomorrow or next, 16 of you will die. It's simple now. You write your rubbish, you call your lament, you send more soldiers, you bring them, and they will die. You bring more, and they will die. God punish all of you. You want to be clever, like Southeast governors. They want to be clever. Insecurity. Who brought Operation Python dance? I'm asking them. Who fired the first shot? I'm asking them. Who brought the army to start killing people? I'm asking them. Now the people are saying enough is enough. You are talking insecurity everywhere. Insecurity everywhere. INEC said it doesn't matter. We conduct election. Come and conduct and let us see. In Anambra in November. I'm laughing in Greek. In Anambra election. You think we are going to beg people, oh, stay at home, don't come out. No. There'll be no election in Anambra in November. Instead, heaven will fall. That'll be none. Watch and see. Watch and see. That we'll put on video. I ain't got cinema. We'll put on cinema for you. You'll be watching in November. Come and do election and let us see. Maybe Obiano should prepare to stay in office longer, or they should appoint somebody else because there'll be no election in Anambra State. So you can bring another hope into Anambra. People are joking. The same people bombing, killing, raping, and sacking villages are telling me about insecurity. Is it not the same Asorok that said, the same Femi Adesina writing rubbish, telling you either give your land for Ruga or your life will go? Are you not the same people? Are you not the same people? They are now trying to tell us about insecurity because people are fighting back. That's all. You bring your army and police as the advance guard. Right now, as I speak, the Fulani hit squad in Abia State is inside Obinze military barracks. Obinze, they are there. That's where they are camped. Every Fulani attacking every village, both in Yoruba land, they quarter them very close to a Fulani-controlled military barracks. That's what they do. All of you, I want Nigeria, our country, we need unity. That's rubbish. No wonder white people are racist towards black people and no other race. Because they do. I have discovered what they found out a long time ago, that black people are foolish. They can't reason very well. Somebody who told you that if he loses elections, the monkeys and baboons will be soaked in blood is now telling us, allegedly, about insecurity. The idiots that lost elections and they killed youth coppers, 11 of them, Igbo people, is telling me about insecurity. The person that said an attack against Boko Haram is an attack against the North is telling me about insecurity. The people appointed as the spokespeople, chief negotiator for Boko Haram is telling you about insecurity. And you swallow all this nonsense every day. Chineke meruna bere and these black people. This work is a burden that Elohim has given to me. It's a burden. And that's why I'm discharging it. I will take one or two of your calls before we bring this program to a close. You know the numbers to call, of course, is on WhatsApp. I'll give you a WhatsApp number to call. Some of you know it already, and some will start calling very shortly. The WhatsApp number to call is +44, is a UK number, 7951278705. The lines are open. I'll take a few calls, please, and try to make some sense. I want to take a few calls, please. +44 7951278705. That is on WhatsApp. If you call us, I will take your call. If you call us, I will take your call. Are they calling already? Somebody's calling already. Let's take this call. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from. Can you hear me? No, they can't. It says it's connecting. Maybe the network is very poor. The network is very poor. Let's take this one on signal. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Mazi, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Chinedu. I'm calling from Hungary.
From Hungary, please go ahead. We're listening.
Sir, Mazi, please. What I have to say that is this. Please, all these army barracks in our land, we need to flush them away. All these army barracks. These are terrorists in uniform.
Of course, they are terrorists. Of course, they are terrorists.
They are terrorists. We need to flush them out of Biafra land. This is my contribution, sir.
Thank you very much. And that is why I keep asking people, I keep asking Yoruba journalists, you people supporting Fulani because of Tinubu. All those Boko Haram terrorists recruited into the army, where are they? Yes. Where are they? How do we know that the Olokwa on the road is a genuine police officer or a terrorist in uniform? How do we know? How do you distinguish? Nobody can tell. Tomorrow, our Nigeria, we want to vote in 2023. We vote out and we put in that useless set of idiots. Thank you for your call, my dear brother. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Good evening to you.
So, my name is Naifai, calling from Germany.
Yes, go ahead.
I beg, wait, I want to talk because the way that they kill our people for Biafra land, I know they happy. We are the shed tears. Anytime I see dead body. No, because I just tired. The world need to come rescue.
The world cannot do anything. The world wants you to be killed. The world hates you. You defend yourself. I have told them. Now listen to me very carefully. I have told our young people, you enter the bush. Enter the bush. I told you during NSAS, they did not listen. Good life, watching Champions League, supporting foreign football clubs have gotten into their brain. Enter into the bush. Ambush every army vehicle you see. There are things you can do. You can put nails on the road. You can cut down trees. You can block them and you kill them off. Why are we all the time lament? We keep lamenting. I'm not interested in that rubbish. I don't want to hear any lamentation. Do something about it. It's called the guerrilla war. Do something about it. Do something about it. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, let me go and take this other one. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. I'm Bobina. It's from here in Pennsylvania, USA.
Pennsylvania, USA. Please speak in English, please. The world is listening. Speak in English. The world is listening.
Okay. I'm calling from USA, Pennsylvania.
Please go ahead.
Mazi, thank you very much for everything you are doing for Igbo people and Biafra as a whole. I'm taking this opportunity to greet you and say, may God Almighty continue to bless you and strengthen you in Jesus' name.
Yes, sir.
Mazi, I want to make my contribution that I think that our problem is not even anybody else but our leaders, our Igwes. All these people that comes out on TV to talk nonsense about Igbo people or Biafra people and about our struggle. I think it is the high time we must not wait for ESN or IPOB. As a youth, any place you are, all these our Igwes, because you can see that the Abuja control the governor and the governors control our elders. My uncle is Igwe. I'm from Mudiamokwe. Every year they give them car, they pay their salaries, they build mansions everywhere. Now, if we're able to capture our leaders, if you watch like the Yoruba leaders, the Yoruba agitators, they do the work, they hold their elders, but we don't have our elders. We lost them to the governors, and the governors obey we lost our elders to the governors, and the governors obey Funari. So if we can be able to organize ourselves, we don't need to wait for ESN, we don't need to wait for IPOB. We want a group of people. Anyway, all these our Igbo's that talk nonsense. Once they finish saying anything, they talk on TV. Once they are home, we make sure that their houses are burned down, their cars are burned down. Then you see that they'll come out on TV. When they ask them questions, they'll start shaking their mouth. So this is collective work for everybody, not only IPOB. Anybody that listens to me all over the world, it is time for us Igbos, for us Biafrans. Don't wait for Nnamdi Kanu, don't wait for IPOB, don't wait. Even if there are two people, put a bottle of fuel in a bottle, set it fire, throw it there, it will catch fire. We must not wait for it.
Thank you. They will see them coming. You will be in your upstairs. You will see them with only 2 hillocks coming to arrest somebody or to kill. You'll be there tweeting, oh, they have come. They only have one exit, one entry, one. Why don't you block it and firebomb them? And they will roast to death. And you'll be at. So every time it's give us gun. And I'm asking you a simple question. Have you read Yoweri Museveni's The Mustard Seed? If I give you a gun, what are you going to do with it? So you just go outside and start shooting anything anyhow? The person coming to kill you has a gun. Take it from him and kill him. Look at Amazonia, how they're doing it. You are there watching Champions League. You support Man U. You support Chelsea. You want to kill goat. You want to wear Chelsea uniform. London is quiet, where Chelsea is. And you're busy making noise. Hausa. With cow, going to church with cow. And you're telling me that black people are normal. Of course we're not normal. We're a bunch of idiots, I'm telling you the truth. The caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Good evening, I can't hear you. Your voice is very deep. Please speak up.
My name is Chukuse and I'm calling from Lagos.
Go ahead, please. We are listening now. Go ahead, yes.
Okay, sir. I am from Ebonyi State.
Yes.
And my contribution this... Yes, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you.
Go ahead.
My name is Chukuse and I live in Lagos, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, sir. I am from Ebonyi State. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I am boiling. First of all, I want to thank you for what you have been doing for us. But as I'm talking to you now, I want to become a suicide bomber. I need a gun. I want to go back to...
You don't, let me tell you something. If we distribute gun to everybody that says they need a gun, it will become a free-for-all. That is not how it is done. You come back, you are trained properly. You cannot be, if you're not into what we are doing, how can we just give gun to anybody to go out on the street and start shooting everything that moves? You need to use your brain, first of all. If you know that they are coming, you funnel them into a kill zone. They don't know they are, hey, I don't know how you need to talk, or is it everything I will say live on air? My goodness. Somebody is coming to kill you. All of you cannot organize yourselves. You don't know what's the guerrilla war? Guerrilla war is not face me, I face you. You shoot me, I shoot you. No, you ambush them. Let's say now they're coming from Enugu to, let's say, to Aba to come and kill. You know what people do? We claim we have brain, but sometimes we don't use it. You know that thing they use to stop a vehicle? You can go and get a plank, put nails on it. The roads are not well lit. You scatter the nails on the road. Since people want me to be saying it in the public, their tire will deflate. They will park there. And then you hit them from the nearby bushes. That's how these things are done. Do I have to be telling you these things all the time? It's called a guerrilla war for a reason. You lure them in and you kill them. We outnumber them. By the time they keep dying in our land, they will stop sending more to come. It happened before. And it's going to happen again. Please. People should stop saying, give us. What have you done? You are there. You people are over 5,000 people, and only 16 people with 4 Hilux vans will come into your place and kill and drive away. Do you have army at Ungwa High School in Aba? You cannot surround them and take their guns from them. Is that what you're telling me? Everybody's anyway. Let us go and celebrate Chelsea. Our people, they're celebrating Chelsea. Chelsea won this UG, as if they know who you are. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please?
Yes, Mazi, I can hear you.
Please, your name and where you're calling from.
Here. Yes, sir. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I'm calling from Texas, US.
Please raise your voice for me. Raise your voice for me.
That is fine. Can you hear me better now, Mazi?
It's better now. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, Mazi. I am originally from Umuahia, and I am happy for the compliance rate yesterday in Umuahia. But there is something. Umuahia is not a business hub. It's just scarcely populated. So getting people to want to do something in self-defense is difficult. Like the last caller who talked about who lives in Lagos and talks about what is happening in Ebonyi. I think we should encourage him to go back home, join IPOB and do the needful. But the Umuahia people, having complied yesterday, Mazi sends a signal to us IPOB members and to you in the management that they are ready now. These people are ready to take the bull by the horn. The people dying, my family and all those people are dying in Umuahia right now. Mazi, I think that a little more motivation will do. We are ready to do whatever we can to support. If we have to support them to learn how to produce lime mines and all those things to get these people out of the place. But if IPOB families in Umuahia can rally people more, the young people more, to teach them what to do. Ojuku Bunker is located there. We have all been there. We know that we can do better than this. But a little bit more motivation will do, because this having invaded Umuahia now and seeing that there is almost no resistance, they will not leave that place. Mazi, you have talked about Molotov cocktail and everything that can be done, but I feel like there needs to be an infusing of energy into the people to take the bull by the horn.
We are going to do it. Don't worry about that. Yes. We are going to kill them. People should watch and say, you know, our people are very. There is a way we will rise up now to go against them. I'm telling you, Igbo people in Lagos, especially in Lagos, you know that place produces a lot of rubbish. They will start writing nonsense. They will be the one that will volunteer themselves. Oh, I'm Igbo. I'm a Biafran. He's not more Biafran than me. But I will also ask people to ask themselves this question. Why do you think that Yoruba doesn't report the killing of our people by the army and the police? I don't understand it. I don't know why they do it. I'll leave it to them and their conscience. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Hello? They're not ready. The caller on the line, can you hear me? For the last time, the caller on the line, can you hear me? No.
Hello?
No, you are wasting time. I have no time to waste. The caller on the line, can you hear me? I will ask again. The caller on the line, can you hear me? I don't know if they can't. I don't know why they can't hear me. I have no idea. Can you hear me? No, they are wasted. They want to hear their own voice. And on that note, we have come to the end of our program this very evening. I thank all of you for listening. And as always, for some people, Biafra can be whatever they want it to be, but to us, it is our religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship, because Almighty God, Elohim, as we read in the book of Psalm today, which I urge each and every one of you to recite, is our God. I thank you very much for listening, and believe it or not, with all the love in my heart from me from here, good evening.
Tell you that Nigerians are insincere people, you must believe me.
That's right.
There is something dishonest, a people that is incapable of human development and civilization. Once you are a zoo, monkey or baboon, you must live your life in infamy, because you are a Nigerian. Yoruba man has spoken. Nigerians are not sincere. As I didn't tell you before. He's a Nigerian, no? He's telling you that their people are not sincere. Did I not tell you before that they are not sincere? You want to know what is insincerity? I will give it to you the way it is. Because the zoo is patently evil.
Yes.
Nigeria is evil. Do you know how much they stole? 400 billion pounds is in Europe, is in Asia, according to UK group. Ocean Zoo, the amount of money they steal will start off a tsunami. 400 billion, very close to $1 trillion, an amount of money that can build second Niger bridge, pay for free education for every child, make sure that all roads are built, you have running water, you have electricity, your university is funded. 400 billion pounds stolen by the monkeys and blame it on these people. You have 400 billion pounds stashed in 3 continents. Tell you that Nigerians are insincere people, you must believe me.
That's right.
There is something dishonest, a people that is incapable of human development and civilization. Once you are a zoo, monkey or baboon, you must live your life in infamy, because you are a Nigerian. Yoruba man has spoken. Nigerians are not sincere. As I didn't tell you before, he's a Nigerian, no? He's telling you that their people are not sincere. Did I not tell you before that they are not sincere? You want to know what is insincerity? I will give it to you the way it is. Because the zoo is patently evil.
Yes.
Nigeria is evil. Do you know how much they stole? 400 billion pounds is in Europe, is in Asia, according to UK group. Ocean Zoo, the amount of money they steal will start off a tsunami. 400 billion, very close to $1 trillion, an amount of money that can build second Niger bridge, pay for free education for every child, make sure that all roads are built, you have running water, you have electricity, your university is funded. 400 billion pounds stolen by the monkeys, and blame it on these people.